This is an example of one way that I've practiced community service sometimes with children. There was sometimes there were some activities at the library, at the public library, where students are studying English. Got together with some English teachers from other countries in US, UK, Australia, for example. The English teacher, one of the English teachers would give a little talk on some topic, like their travels or something, and then they would break up into groups with one English teacher and some students, and they would practice their English. So after that, I would be nearby and do some origami with the children. A lot of people brought their children. So this is one of the things that I did. So first of all, I fold two opposite corners together. Like that. Then the other two corners together. I haven't done this since I started having my vision problems, so I don't know how this is going to work out. So then open it up, and I would be, all the time that I'm doing this, I would be describing what I was doing in English. That would be a way for the children to practice their English. So then I fold the corners into the center where the creases cross. Now see, this is where I'm going to have trouble. Okay. So fold all the corners in. This is going to turn out probably a little bit messed up. Fold the four corners in to the center. So this is part of a series of videos that I'm planning to do about some ideas for helping to ways for people to live the best life they can and to help improve the world for future generations. So then you turn it over. After you fold the four corners in, turn it over and fold the four corners into the center again. So I'm doing a series of videos, ideas for people to live the best life they can and to help improve the world for future generations and to help reduce and counteract the damage from all the disasters that are happening. Okay, so now you turn it over and fold the corners into the center again. That'll be 3 times folding the corners to the center. So I don't know what's going to happen here. I've never tried to do this after my vision went bad. Especially not trying to film it while I'm doing it. Okay, so now then you unfold it once, unfold it, then turn it over, unfold it again. You undo all the folds except the first one. Then you, let's see, bend the sides in like this, so that this way. And that. And the sides in like this, like that. This must have flipped up. Okay, try it again. Bend the sides in, and then fold the corners together like that. So, well, something like that. So that makes, should have practiced this first. So that makes a table, okay? So now we have a table. Then once you have the table, then you can fold the legs down like this. To make a pinwheel or a windmill. Then you can also put the legs back up and fold it this way to make a sailboat. And then you can fold it another way to make, let's see, a little boat, a double boat like that. So that's what I've done with children sometimes. It's one of my ways of practicing community service. And this is part of a series of videos that I'm planning to do with ideas for people to live the best life they can, to help improve the world for future generations, and to help reduce and counteract the damage to people's lives from all the disasters that are happening. And I'll be discussing those ideas. The 4 ideas are: 1 is practicing community service, 2 is improving our capacity for service, studying and practicing with some other people to improve our capacities for service. 3rd one is learning to be a better friend to more people. The 4th one is helping with the moral and spiritual training of children. So I'll be trying to think of examples and more explanations for these different ideas. And also, I think the best way for anyone to see if these ideas will help them is to try them. Just try the quickest, easiest way to find out if these ideas will help them is to try. Just try it. But I know sometimes people will want to have reasons to try something before they try it. So I'll be discussing some reasons from different religious, political, and social points of view so I decided what I'm going to just try to tell some stories. So I'm going to do with stories to give examples of the ideas as with stories of examples of doing those things like this. This is one way that I practice community service. And then the different points of view, I'll be talking about social issues how I think about social issues and what the world needs from some different points of view that I identify with. So, one point of view that I identify with is from a point of view of promoting diversity, inclusion, and social justice. Another point of view that I identify with is opposition to belief in God and in the infallibility of scriptures. Another point of view that I identify with is trusting the Bible. Yeah, that's right. I identify with trusting the Bible, and I identify with opposition to belief in God and in the infallibility of scriptures. Also, so I'll be discussing how I think about social issues and what the world needs from those different points of view, maybe some others, from point of view of feeling threatened, feeling that threatened, feeling that rights and that feeling threatened by some things that are some oppressive things that are happening that are okay. I got stuck there. Okay, people that feel that their rights and freedoms are being threatened. I identify with that to some ways. So I'll be discussing my ideas about social issues and what the world needs from that point of view also. That's all for this time.